Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for Monday the 27th of November. Today I'm going to do a fun fold card that I saw Susan Campfield in the States do. It's called the Pretty Pleats Fun fold. I just loved it. It's stunning, and the papers that she used were just amazing. There's some of the newspapers coming in the January mini catalogue. But I've had to play with the design, and I've come up with a couple, and I thought I'd give it a go. So let's just turn down to the craft desk. Okay, so let me put my lamp on, so it'll be a bit glary to start with, but then it settles down. Okay, so this is the first one I had to play with. Now I've sort of had to tweak the measurements so that it worked, because we don't have the American inches cardstock, the letter size cardstock, but that's okay. I tweaked it and it's worked. So this was my first play, and it was using the Wishes All Round bundle from the mini catalogue. I really love that bundle, and I've used the Distress Tile embossing folder behind the Silver Glimmer adhesive paper, and just stamped a couple of little trees and die cut them out. I use this beautiful silver and white sheer ribbon that is carrying over, bonus. And then when you open it opens up with the beautiful Winter Meadow Designer Series paper, which is also carrying over. So that's really good. So this is the design. Isn't she clever how she can come up with these designs? I would waste so much cardstock. I would score in the wrong places everywhere. And paper, I'd score it all wrong, and I'd be throwing so much paper out, but she's a very clever girl. So this is the design. That was my first play with Moody Mauve cardstock and this beautiful Winter Meadow Designer Series paper that's carrying over. I then had a little play with the 6x6 paper, because she did show a sample of that, and I just had to work out the measurements. So you only get one pleat in the 6x6, but still pretty. And I just used my little truck. You know how everyone knows how much I love my little truck. I used the Distress Tile embossing folder again, and I just blended some petal pink over it on each corner. I added some braided ribbon, inner braided ribbon, Misty Moonlight, and opened it up, and I did the same. I just Distress Tile embossing folder and blended a little bit of ink on it. And this sentiment, it's a fraction crooked, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but not to worry. That'll teach me for sticking it down before I stamp. It's from the stamp set called Very Best Occasions, and that's in the annual catalogue. And I just thought that was a really nice little sentiment with a little more sparkle and a little less stress. Let's make this Christmas the very best. Like that. And it showcases that beautiful 6x6 one horse open sleigh paper. So that was my take on the 6x6 and my take on using the 12x12. So I will put them to one side, and I will show you the bundle we're going to use. Yes, it's the O Holy Night, or the Night Devine bundle. It's one of my favourites, as you know. I think this and the Wishes All Round were my favourite two bundles out of the mini catalogue. Now, the gold stars, I have a few left over, but they have actually sold out. I was going to check the list before I went live. No, not live. Before I started recording, and I forgot. They have actually sold out. The other day when I checked the list, there was only that and one other thing, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, they're sold out, but you can get everything else in the Sweet collection. It's all retiring except for this sparkly ribbon, navy and gold sparkly ribbon. So I shall put my catalogue down there, and I shall bring in my paper. Now, I've already done some die cutting, but I haven't done any scoring. So I've got some dies already cut out. So let's bring my trimmer in. Now, I have cut a piece of A4 cardstock straight down the middle, like straight down the middle. I am now going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut it at 28 centimeters. So a piece of A4 cardstock is actually 29.8 or 29.7 centimeters. We're going to cut it at 28 centimeters. I've just heard some rain and I have towels on the line. Not to worry, that's what we've got a dryer for. And I'm going to scooch it back along and score it in half at 14 centimeters. There we go. And the same, we're going to do the same, well, kind of the same. We're leaving this at 12 inches or 29 point, whatever it is, 7. And I've cut this piece of designer series paper down to 10 centimeters. So we are going to score this. I'm doing centimeters and inches. I'm sort of flipping between the two, so I'm sorry about that. We're going to score this at 3 centimeters. I'm just checking my notes. Yes, oh, I'll bring that down. It's up a bit too high, isn't it? Sorry about that. So I'm going to score it at 3, did I say 3 centimeters? 3 inches is what I meant. 4 inches, 5 inches, and this is actually easier in inches, 6 inches, and that's why it's great to have this trimmer, because it's got inches and centimeters on it. So that was 7 inches. We're going to do 8 inches and scooch it over to 9 inches, and that leaves 2 panels of 3 inches that isn't scored. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's all the scoring we need to do. So let's get our card base back in, and we're going, and let's get our sample card, because sometimes it's easier to have your sample card sitting here to help. Okay. So the first one is going to be a valley fold, and then you're just going to pleat it up, just like as if you were pleating up a skirt or a dress when you're making it. So pleat it up and pleat it up, and then we're going to get our bone folder. I think Susan's video is more professional, so if you want to watch her do it, she's a much more experienced and proficient demonstrator than what. Okay, so I'm just getting my edges neat and together, and then I'm going to get my bone folder. Isn't that annoying when you can't do it in the video? I did it perfectly, well, I won't say perfectly, but much better when I was practicing. Then I'm just going to go back and pleat all the pleats. Okay. And then you have your Bethlehem City looking like this. And if you want to go back in and scooch those pleats again, because that was the key, she said in her video, was to scooch to make sure you had all your creases really well folded and creased. Okay, so then we'll get our card base, and this fits into a standard C6 envelope. Get our card base, and make sure if you've got a directional piece of designer series paper, make sure you put it up the right way. Put my phone on silent. You realised I hadn't done that. So that's that. So I'm going to put glue on this piece. And I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to attach it to the card base, leaving a border all the way around. Like so. And then I'm going to put glue or adhesive of your choice on this piece, this 3-inch piece. And I'm going to bring that over and attach it with a border all the way around, like so. And then I'm just going to help the pleats to start off. There we go. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the inside. So you can see you've got to have your pleats really well scored for them to stay and behave. There we go. I might turn them over again and do it again this way. That was the key, she said. Okay. Pretty cute. Okay, so now I've got a panel of the beautiful foil paper, which I'm going to attach to the front. You could do this with any paper. All your designer paper, the series paper, would work for this this fun fold. Okay, let me just scooch it. Oh, that's the benefit of glue. You can just sort of scooch things around. Okay, now I've got a couple of things cut out here. I've used the nested essential dies. I've got these. I've only just got these a couple of weeks ago. They're new to me. I know they've been in the catalogue for a while, but I've only just got them. So I've used these ones, the rounded rectangle corners, for my card today. So I thought I'd put that there. I've got a gold one. And then I'm going to stamp a sentiment across the bottom. So let me attach my nativity scene first. Make sure we're still recording. Yes, good. I don't trust technology. It lets me down too many times. So I'm just going to get the adhesive bit off the back of this sheet of the glimmer paper. And make sure everything's poked out. With another little bit there. And I think that's right now. So I'm going to attach this to my little piece of vellum. Like so. And I might put that up on dimensionals, but I'll be putting the dimensionals behind the wise men. Now I'm just using the scraps of my dimensionals. You could use full ones, but this this die actually does lend itself to skinnier dimensionals. So that's why I'm using some of my scraps up. Okay, so I'm going to put one there. And this wise man. And oops, this Mary. There we go. Should put a little bit up there. We'll see if I've got, oops, a smaller piece. Now just make sure they're not visible. They're not visible. That's what we want. Okay, so now I'm just going to get the backings off. So don't forget that the mini catalogue has got the last chance list. There's some things discounted. There's not a lot discounted this time round, but the things that are retiring will go if you don't get them. They are retiring. They're not. There's some things carrying over, but not everything. Okay, so I'm going to pop this here, like so, and I'm going to get I'm going to put the Joy and Peace sentiment on the front. And Night of Navy. Okay. Oh, look at that mess I've got there. Let's see if we can... No, let's not risk it. Let's just wipe it off. Knowing me. And now I've put it on the block. I swear I cannot do videos without messing up. Okay, let's just wing it and see how we go. Get off. Yay. So happy that wasn't a disaster. Okay, so that's that. And I shall put that up. Let me think. I'll think for a minute. Now, these are all too big and long for the inside, like for the sentiments inside. So what I'm going to do, and I've got a camel and I'm going to cut one of those little nativity people off. I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to get my camel. Where's my pokey tool gone? Here it is. I'm going to get my camel, and I'm going to put him there, and I'm going to cut this man off, this wise man off, and put him there. But I'm going to put this on the center pleat. And I thought I would put wishing you a season of hope and light. Oopsie. On that panel. So let me grab a block and my Night of Navy again. See how straight I'll get this. Fingers crossed. Not too bad. It's a miracle. Okay, I'll clean that off now. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. We've had a very quiet one, hubby, Rosie and I. But, you know, I like that. Okay, so that's just going to be where you write. And I think I shall put this down here. Okay. Alright, let's start, before I touch my sentiment to the front, let's start doing some things in here. Okay. So it's not a huge place to write on in this card, but you know what? It's okay. There we go. And I'll get my little silicone mat out because I'm going to glue the camel. Now this is a piece of copper clay cardstock. I'm just going to put some dots on his legs. And I might grab my little tweezers and place him here. He's so cute. Okay, now I'm going to do some surgery on my nativity scene and cut that off. And let's make sure it's nice and You can see how I've done that. So I am going to use mini dimensionals for this because I want him to pop up. And I might even use a little piece, a little offcut here. It's so humid here today, and that's obviously why it's starting to rain a little bit, because of the humidity. I could have used black dimensionals for that, never thought of it, too late now. Okay, so I haven't put any on his, what do you call that, a staff? Is that what you call it? And I think I put him down crooked, of all things. I'll get off. I've got them all stuck to me. Okay. There we go. I'll straighten him up. There we go. That's better. Happier with that. I think I'll put that away. And as I said, we'll just help with the... I'm going to put this one on the middle pleat, and I just need it on this right or left hand side as you put it in the card. So I'm going to use some seal for that. If I could pick it up, and I'm just going to place it like so. There we go. So that's what it looks like on the inside, and you can see the wise men coming through Bethlehem. And then I'm going to use, I could, let me just see, I don't want to put that on my new paper. I know that sounds pathetic. Oh yeah, that's, I'll get my navy, oh here it is. And we might just go around our die. Just to edge it. With the stitching, it really doesn't need edging because I think it takes away from the stitching. But, you know, sometimes I just go with the flow. There we go. And I'll put that on like so. Put that back there, shut my ink pad up. And I will do that on dimensionals as well. Let's grab some new ones. So I've used very vanilla cardstock for this card. Put that over there. And I'll just put this underneath our nativity scene. There we go. And I have this ribbon here that's beautiful and matches and carrying over. Now, I don't actually like this ribbon as a bow. I think it's a little bit too stiff and heavy and a little bit wide for me. So I'm just going to tie a knot, if I can, because nothing's working for me today, honestly. Okay, let's try now. There we go, that looks pretty good, except I want the gold glimmer to be on either side. And just snip that off, and I do have to snip that down a bit. I'm just going to put that up in this corner with a glue dot. Just make sure my gold's facing the right way. Okay, glue dot. So remember that I do gift vouchers. So if you'd like to give a gift voucher for Christmas, I can certainly help you out with that. I've got gift vouchers available, and I'll have to get them out of my drawer though. Okay, so that's that. And you know what? I thought I would use these, but I'm not sure if I want to. It might be just a bit too much overkill with the gold, do you think? I think it might be. Let's try something different. Let's see what other sentiments we've got. Or not sentiments, sorry, bling. Honestly. Honestly. What's that one? 4-pack gems. No. You know what actually goes with this? I know it's a bit different, but the wild wheat in colour dots go with this. I know it's a bit strange to do that, but let's just go with it because they do go. Okay, so we'll put this big one maybe over here, and there's another. I can do a little one. Where can I do a little one? Just say there. So they're the wild wheat in colour dots, and they actually go. They look a bit goldish, so they do work. Okay, so there. Let's get rid of that. There is our Pretty Pleats Fun Fold card, designed by Susan Campfield in the States. So go and check her video out too. She's got some beautiful samples. So that was with my Wishes All Round bundle, and this is with the Night Devine bundle. Pretty cute, isn't it? And then where's my other sample? This is one that I sort of worked out the dimensions with 6x6. That's just one pleat. They're pretty cute, really nice. Now let me see if I can find my gift certificates. Here they are. Okay, so if you're wanting to give a gift, you don't know what to give somebody and they love crafting, contact me and I can do a gift certificate for you for Christmas. So just keep that in mind. So there are Pretty Pleats Fun Fold card. So let me just find my mouse, if I can find it. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that card, and yeah, it came from Susan Campfield. She's a very clever lady, and she can design fun folds like nobody's business. I can't. I have to copy people, but that's okay. We're all here to share with each other. So that's my Night Devine Pretty Pleats Fun Fold. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great week ahead. It's getting close now. Last week of November. At the end of the week, we'll be in December. Oh my goodness. So have a great week. Stay safe, and I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye for now.